Hello dear teachers! Welcome to ACELT Diaries, ang weekly kwentuhan ng Ateneo Center for English Language Teaching. Marami tayong kwentong ELT na nakakatawa, nakakaloka, nakakaiyak at nakaka-inspire. Ako po si Ms. Devi Paez mula sa English Department ng Loyola Schools, Ateneo de Manila University. At hello sa aking partner.
Hello, Ms. Devi! And hello there, dear teachers. Ako naman po si Miss Angel from Western Bicutan National High School. Nandito na naman kami upang samahan kayo habang nagpapahinga at nagmumuni-muni tungkol sa buhay teacher.
Oy, Miss Angel, kamusta? Ano ang balita tungkol sa buhay teacher?
Naku, Miss Devi, masaya pa din po ang pagtuturo pero hindi po gaano when it comes to our writing class.
Bakit naman?
Kadalasan po kasi pag nag-a-assign ng bagong essay writing task, challenging po talaga sa mga bata yung pag-umpisa o yung first step of generating ideas.
Yes.
Madalas, naku, makakarinig po tayo ng mga reklamo nila na, Ma'am, hindi ko po alam kung ano yung topic ko. Minsan di po nila alam kung paano i-apply yung napag-aralan sa kanilang writing tasks. Hindi po nila alam kung saan sila magsisimula. Parang nung nawala siya sa akin, charot. Tapos, nahihirapan pa sila kasi English pa yung language of writing. So, napapaisip po ako, ano po kaya yung mga pwede nating gawin para matulungan sila?
Nako, salamat dyan sa question mo, Miss Angel. Ako rin, madalas makarinig ng ganyang tanong mula sa mga estudyante ko. Yung, ma'am, paano ba to? Hindi ko alam kung anong topic ko. Ano pong topic ko? So, I think this classroom teaching experience, which we've all gone through, points to perhaps a myth about writing in English, that writing is an isolated task, o yung maling akala na pag magsulat ka, magdusa ka mag-isa. So, to a certain extent, sana hindi naman po isolated task o nag-iisa yung bata habang nagsusulat. So in this episode, we aim to answer the question, what effective practices can we do to make writing a less isolated task and a more meaningful experience for our multilingual students in our English classes? First of all, Miss Angel, I'd like to point out that many of our episodes here in ACELT Diaries advocate a TransLanguaging pedagogy. Nako, ayan, meron tayong very mukhang parang complex term, but this isn't a very complex experience for us, because as multilinguals, we do this practice and experience this practice every day. So what is TransLanguaging, Miss Angel? Para dun sa mga bago sa konseptong ito, TransLanguaging, according to Garcia and Way in 2014, refers to the multiple discursive practice in which bilinguals or people who know and use two or more languages engage in order to make sense of their bilingual worlds. And they view TransLanguaging pedagogy, views the bilingual or the multilingual as having one linguistic repertoire from which they select features strategically to communicate effectively. So the languages that they have in their minds is one integrated system. Ang ganda po, napaka-exciting po ng field na ito. Dagdag ko pa, it refers to the human capacity of speakers to add and select different linguistic and semiotic, ang ibig lang sabihin nun, meaning-making features to their communicative repertoire. Ang ibig po sabihin na to, dear teachers, as multilinguals, hindi po watak-watak o hiwa-hiwalay or broken and fragmented ang mga languages natin in our minds. They are in constant states of activation. And what we do in our episodes is really TransLanguaging. We convey and express our ideas in the languages that we know, bringing all our linguistic knowledge and resources para naman yung pagbabahagi natin at pag-share natin mas maliwanag at mas makabuluhan. Sana nga ganun nang lumalabas. So if we allow this kind of natural linguistic phenomenon in the classroom, we allow our students to participate in a more dynamic, more meaningful way. So ang tanong, how does TransLanguaging help to make writing a more meaningful, less isolated task in the English classroom?
Ako, Miss Devi, ngayon ko lang po nalaman na TransLanguaging po pala yung ginagawa ko. Hindi ko po kasi alam yung tawag. So,
Ngayon alam mo na.
opo, may nadagdag na isa. So, ito po ang suggestion ko na baka pwedeng madagdag sa teaching practice ng ating mga tagapanood. First po, let us focus on small group discussions or pair work muna bago magsulat. So, pwede po halimbawa magbigay tayo example ng writing task, personal narrative. Ayan po. So, the first thing that we have to do is to present a writing prompt in Filipino first, then present it again in English. Pero, mahalaga po talaga na ang piliin po nating topic ay yung topic na makakabuhay ng interes ng mga bata sa paggawa ng kanilang writing task. Baka naman po kasi mga New Year's resolution pa yan o mga summer vacation, ganyan.
Sana mag-graduate na tayo sa mga topic na ganyan.
Opo nga eh. So dapat po, maganda rin po yung topic na mapipili natin. So ito po isang example, living in the Philippines today. Yan, napagandang topic po.
Exciting.
Opo, so ito po yung question. In an international youth conference, you are tasked to present something about how living in the Philippines is like today. As part of today's Gen Z, what is it like living in the Philippines today?
Nice.
So I think, opo, magiging interesado po talaga ang mga bata dito, specifically po dahil sa kanila po talaga nakatuon ito, meron po tayong particular na target na audience, yung mga Gen Z po. So here, let us allow students to share their thoughts and ideas freely in the languages that they know. So you may group students in ways that will allow the high-performing students to help the low-performing students. Pwede po nating magawa yan sa pamamagitan po ng scaffolding. At ito po yung mga tanong at mga bagay-bagay na maglilid sa kanila dun po sa scaffolding. Para po, at first, they will work in group, tas eventually po, magiging na po silang independent.
Okay. So in group discussions or in pair work muna, kwentuhan muna, and then eventually to writing. Naku, salamat sa pag-share ng strategies, Miss Angel. So ayan po ang some effective practices we can do to make writing less isolated and more meaningful. First is allowing our students to use their TransLanguaging practice, which means hindi tayo maghihigpit na English only ang pag-share sa small groups. Di po ba, Miss Angel? Pagkatapos, allowing the writing task to begin in the spoken mode muna, yung magkwentuhan muna sila. At by doing this, ginagawa na naman natin yung tinatawag ni Vygotsky na scaffolding, so that the students are guided to do the task gradually according to how they are comfortable and what their strengths are. Okay na ba yun, Miss Angel?
Opo, okay na okay po yun. Kasi kapag nag-share po sila, nag-brainstorm sila, hindi po English lang yung gamit nila, kundi kung saan sila comfortable.
Right,
so marami po silang ideas doon. Pero sa kabilang banda po, may tanong po ako dito, Miss Devi, hindi po kaya kapag lagi natin itong gagawin, parang magiging dependent na yung mga students natin sa kanilang native language or sa language kung saan sila comfortable. Baka hindi na po sila mag-effort na gamitin yung English correctly kasi isipin nila na they are always free to use the languages that they know.
Salamat sa question na yan, Miss Angela. And I'm sure many teachers have the same thoughts, no, about using TransLanguaging. At dito pumapasok yung teacher really as support, as mentor. Yung kailangan talaga yung teacher naggagabay sa estudyante dun sa writing task. Hindi yung mag-fade away si teacher dahil nabigay na yung prompt o kaya nag-group discussion na, o sige, bahala na kayo, pwede na kayo magsulat. Kailangan po talaga ng feedback at pagpapaliwanag why we allow TransLanguaging or their languages that they are comfortable with to be used so that they can generate ideas that are really part of their identity, so that eventually they have the confidence to write in the prescribed manner using the conventions of English for our classes. Pero gusto ko lang i-point out din, Miss Angel, a TransLanguaging pedagogy puts the student at the center of the learning experience. Minsan kasi masyado tayong nakatuon dun sa language, tawag nga natin target language. Baka nakakalimutan na natin si student. So kailangan, pag nasa translanguaging pedagogy tayo, ang iniisip natin, paano ko ba matutulungan ang mga estudyante ko to gain levels of confidence to express themselves in writing in English eventually? What can I do to allow them to discover their voices at magamit ito sa wastong paraan to write eventually in English? When we put the student at the center of our teaching, we allow them to discover their strengths in the communicative skills that we endeavor to teach them. So yun nga sinasabi ni Ophelia Garcia din, good teaching always begins, or any good education always begins with the primary principle of starting with the student's strengths. Yan po, ang ganda, Miss Angel, no?
Naku, ang ganda po talaga, Miss Devi. Salamat po sa usaping ito at napag-usapan na naman natin ang kahalagahan ng students' languages in the learning process sa English class in multilingual context. So, na-experience na nating lahat ito dito sa ating mahal na Pilipinas.
Yes, mabuhay ang multilingual context. Sana po nakatulong ang episode na ito.
At mga teacher friends, mag-comment din kayo sa baba. Baka gusto niyo po magsulat ng mga New Year's resolution o summer vacation. Baka may tanong kayo or may gustong ibahagi tungkol sa pagtuturo ng writing in English. May mga links din po sa baba na related sa ating topic today. Remember also to like our ACELT FB page and like and subscribe to ACELT Diaries.
Ayan. So hanggang sa susunod na episode, dear teachers, good luck sa class. Bye everyone.
Bye po.
Bye, Miss Angel.
Bye po.